You've been here before. It's 11 p.m. Your eyes are heavy, your phone is warm in your hand, and that one big thing, that project, that dream, that difficult conversation is still sitting there, untouched. You tell yourself you're just not ready. You tell yourself you'll have more energy on Monday. But let's be honest. Monday is the busiest day in the world for people who never get anything done. Procrastination isn't a time management problem. It's an emotional one. You aren't avoiding the work. You're avoiding the fear that you might not be good enough once you actually try. Today, I'm going to show you the library of blank books. And it might just change how you see your life forever. Imagine a man named Elias. Elias lived a fine life. He worked a stable job, he was a good person, and he always had big plans. He was going to write a novel. He was going to start a business that helped his community. But he was a perfectionist. He wanted the conditions to be perfect before he began. One day, Elias passes away. He wakes up in a hall that stretches into infinity. It's a library. He walks to the first shelf and sees a book with his name on the spine. Elias, the great architect. He's confused. He wasn't an architect. He opens it. The pages are blank. He grabs another. Elias, the father who changed his son's life. Blank. He grabs a third. Elias, the man who traveled the world. Blank. A voice speaks behind him.
These aren't the things you did, Elias. These are the things you almost did. These are the versions of you that existed every time you said tomorrow. In this library, the most beautiful stories are the ones that were never written, because the author was too afraid of a messy first draft.
Why do we do this to ourselves? There are 3 psychological traps you need to recognize right now. The arrival fallacy. We think that future me is a superhero. We think future me will have more discipline, more money, and more courage. But biologically, your brain views your future self as a stranger. You are literally offloading your burdens onto someone you don't even know. Productive procrastination. This is the most dangerous kind. It's when you clean your house, answer 50 unimportant emails, or research how to start for 3 hours. You feel busy, so your brain gives you a hit of dopamine, but you haven't moved an inch toward your actual goal. The perfectionist's shield. If you never finish the book, no one can tell you it's bad. If you never launch the business, you never have to face the market. Procrastination is a shield we use to protect our ego from the possibility of being average. So, how do you stop being a visitor in the library of blank books? The 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you will work on it for only 5 minutes. That's it. The brain fears the big task, but it doesn't fear 5 minutes. Once you break the seal of the start, the momentum takes over. Embrace the cringe. You have to be willing to be a bad writer before you can be a good one. You have to be a cringe beginner before you can be a golden master. Forgive your past self. Stop beating yourself up for the years you wasted. The shame of yesterday is just more emotional weight that makes you want to procrastinate today. The clock is ticking. Not to scare you, but to wake you up. You have a book in you. You have a business in you. You have a better version of yourself waiting to be met. Don't leave that version of you standing in a library of blank pages. Pick up the pen. Start the engine. Do it poorly, but for heaven's sake, do it now. This is your golden hour. Make it count. If this gave you a push, don't scroll away. Subscribe. And send it to the version of someone you care about before their pages stay blank.